What you're about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of StarSat, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
And now it's time for Lonely 24 with your host, Queen of Haters, Contessa of Commenters, Kanye West.
Hello and welcome to Lonely 24, the dating show where we match News 24 commentators based on their dislikes. Let's meet our lonely hater for this week, Chantel.
Hi, my name is Chantel and I hate taxis and queues and children.
Chantel, are you ready to meet your haters?
Yes! Bring on the hate.
Hater number one, what are you most likely to complain about on a Monday morning?
I'd have to say being alive. Can't stand it.
Hater number two, what do you hate most about your work?
But I don't have any because of f***ing affirmative action.
And hater number three, what's the last thing you posted an angry, hate-filled comment about?
Well, obviously in Kandla, but and the idiotic ANC trying to sell Zuma's lies, eh?
You've heard what they have to say. What are your first impressions?
They all seem really miserable, which is great. I need someone I can bitch with about how cuck everything is all the time.
Haters! We're going to pose one question at a time. All three of you must answer with a single word. We've got 45 seconds until Chantel makes her choice. Starting now. Worst flavor?
Despair.
Pink.
Chocolate.
Worst movie?
Titanic.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Home Alone.
Worst attribute in a partner?
Intelligence.
Optimism.
Generosity. Sus.
We're gonna have to stop there, as that's all the hatred normal people can tolerate in a week. Chantel, here's a reminder of what your date package entails.
You and your lucky hater will be whisked away into a minibus taxi to a family restaurant where a TV close to your table will play footage of your favorite rugby team losing badly. Your ex-partners will be passing your table at regular intervals to pass judgment on you. Imagine how much you are going to have to hate tonight.
I can't wait. I'm just so excited.
Okay, Chantel, which lucky hater will get to join you for this awful night?
Okay, sure, guys. Okay, just because Home Alone is my favorite movie and I can't wait to argue about it. Hater number 3. But you're black.
Yeah.
You didn't sound black.
Do you have a problem with that, huh?
No, it's perfect. I hate you already.
What?
Join us next week when we mash up people who believe that Marmite was invented by the devil. Good night.
Welcome to Puppet Nation and the month of love. You're looking very professional tonight, Debora.
I bet you say that to all the news presenters.
You're the only co-anchor for me, Debora.
That's, it's actually quite sweet.
Ha! It's in my contract. This just in. Students desperate for admission at Wits University have come from all over the country to beg for their place.
Students have been sleeping in libraries and dining halls pending admission. Some have even been sleeping in toilets.
Whew, oh, thank goodness. You mean in the toilet cubicles? For a moment, I thought you meant they were just, putting their heads in their toilets. Whoa!
25 years to the day of the unbanning of the ANC and the Curo School in Roodeplaat finally abolished segregated classrooms.
The school maintained that the classes were segregated because some of the white parents didn't want their children sitting next to black students.
Look, one can't rush these things. As politicians head to fashion boutiques to prepare for the opening of Parliament, the nation were asked to share on Twitter and Facebook their suggestions for the State of the Nation address.
The most popular suggestion so far is that
Pay back the money! Pay back the money!
Pay back the money.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, the most popular suggestion from the people was that...
Get out! Yeah, hamba, foot check.
Take a hike, Wena.
It seems the people are unanimous, but having asked for advice, will the president listen?
I have listened, and I've heard you, fellow citizens of South Africa. I will therefore heed your wise advice. Today, I would like to announce that with immediate effect, I will be leaving this office every other weekend because I have joined a hiking club.
Politicians across the board have been awarded a pay increase backdated to April 2014.
Those earning above $1 million will get a 5% increase. Those below, a 6% increase.
Only 6%? Those poor guys. They'll never catch up at that rate. Premier Zille, surely this outrageous spending in light of the country's current economic crisis is a little crass?
Well, Justice, as politicians, we represent the people. And so really, what this increase says is that the people are worth more. It's recognition of your greatness.
For once, my colleague, madam, here is right. You as a nation should be so proud of how much we earn.
Good grief, Julius. You'd think with all the money we're getting, you could at least afford some clothes.
But I'm making a political statement.
Well, go and make it somewhere else, where I can't see.
Typical white mentality. You have a problem with me, so I have to leave. I will.
If I may, Premier Zille, perhaps you should invest some of your newfound wealth in sunglasses.
I can sell you some in blue with bonus blinkers.
Ugh.
Hit squad leader Eugene de Kock, also known as Prime Evil, has been released on parole. The news has been met with mixed reactions.
What? He's out?
Hello, Debora.
Oh, hello, Dr. Basson. What are you doing here? Justice, it's just Dr. Death. Come out.
Oh, it's you.
I'm not happy, Debora. Not happy at all.
Okay. I'll ask, what's wrong now?
I am way worse than Eugene. They should call me Prime Evil.
What's wrong with Dr. Death?
Let's face it, Prime Evil is a much cooler nickname.
But you're a doctor, and you...
Exactly. I am a doctor. I'm much more qualified. I could kill a lot more people.
Okay, this is getting weird.
And he wants to move out of the country. But I'm a true patriot. I want to stay. My work here isn't done.
But didn't you apologize for the deaths?
Yes. Don't you think I'm better at looking sorry than Eugene? It's not fair.
Right. Well, how about we call you Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil? Professor Evil, maybe. I think I could work with that.
So thrilled we could help.
Despite continued violence and unrest in Nigeria, the US remains reluctant to send troops.
Nigeria is literally one of the only countries the US does not have troops in.
Mr. Obama, why is the US so reluctant to get involved in the conflict in Nigeria?
Well, you know me, brother. I myself am always opposed to conflicts. They're not cool. So I'm going to let the general here explain. General, we terminated training on our Nigerian division in December due to a protocol breakdown, sir.
A protocol breakdown?
The Nigerians no longer wanted us to train their soldiers, sir. What he said.
So you're not helping Nigeria because of a grudge?
The Nigerians ixnayed our army, after we stopped buying their oil, We're not buying their oil? At this time, we are not purchasers of Nigerian oil. No, sir.
Isn't it true that 7 years ago you were buying 40 million barrels of Nigerian oil per month? A year ago you were buying 4.5 million barrels and now you're buying 0 barrels?
Really? Sure, let's say that.
Aren't you then in many ways responsible for the financial collapse and subsequent growth of Boko Haram in Nigeria?
I think you're missing the point here, brother. We no longer buy oil from them, so they're not. Tell them.
They're not a primary diplomatic defense point at this time as per protocol, sir.
That's right, protocol.
I would like to speak to Madiba, please.
Oh, yes. He's here. You may speak, my dear.
Madiba? Madiba, can you hear me? It's been more than a year since you left us. With this country in a mess, couldn't you have banned all the other parties once you were in power? These people are giving me headaches. Oh, pay back the money. Oh, this constitution is a nightmare, and they're upset about my home. I mean, where am I supposed to stay? In a caravan? Oh, why did you have to be so bloody stylish and likable? How am I supposed to compete with your level of popularity? You couldn't have been even a bit of an asshole? What were you thinking?
If you could talk to anyone who had passed away, who would it be?
You don't really believe in that, do you?
Come on, man, just for fun, just imagine.
Someone famous, I suppose. Maybe Bin Laden.
Osama Bin Laden.
Imagine all the hard shouting I could do at him.
So not someone you were a huge fan of or actually liked?
Oh, there's always Hitler. Wait, Attila the Hun.
Debora, you're weird.
Vlad the Impaler.
You see? Weird. It has been confirmed that 2 people were found to be in possession of child pornography in the Vatican City in the last year.
With a total population of around 800, this means 1 in every 400 people in the Vatican is a sex offender. Your Holiness, this is a very serious matter.
Yes, Deborah, it is. And we have ordered our brother here to say several Hail Marys, I assure you.
Hail Marys? That's a suitable punishment for the crime?
We also agreed on a public humiliation.
Bishop shaming?
We'll give those pugs a run for their money.
And what about the condoms filled with drugs that were found en route to the Vatican last year?
Wait, you're more concerned about the condoms than the drugs?
Deborah, God made cocaine. He did not make condoms.
So do you deal with all crimes this way? Hail Marys and public humiliation?
Oh no, we arrest people too. We arrested the shit out of that angry woman that tried to steal the baby Jesus.
They tried to steal the... I'm sorry, what?
At Christmas, somebody tried to steal the baby Jesus from our nativity. Now that is evil. She is banished now. Jess, what? Jess, all right, you may speak. She was topless. You could see her boobs. That's it. To the naughty corner.
Mitt Romney has dropped out of the race to be the Republican candidate in the next US election.
With Hillary Clinton still the odds-on favorite to lead the Democrats, who will lead the charge against her?
All I know, it's not going to be me. I had an epiphany last year.
What was that?
That I should be president.
Then why pull out of the race?
Well, I had another epiphany this year. Just because I should doesn't mean I have to. I mean, if you want to be president, you've got to pretend you care about abortions and gay marriages, and I don't. All the unwanted babies can get gay married for all I care.
I don't think that's
The real threats to this country are our economy and those Russian bastards. Isn't that right, Vlad?
Yes, you should be very afraid of us.
I mean, if they invaded Estonia...
Estonia? Why didn't I think of invading Estonia?
That's not a Molotov, is it?
Maybe.
Good luck, America.
Eskom has warned powers that be that if load shedding fails, the country might end up in complete darkness for 2 weeks.
Along with word that the post office is facing monumental losses and might have to close, it's been a bad week for parastatals.
Minister Nene, what plans is the government making to save us from this complete disaster?
Justice, there is absolutely no need to panic. Everything is under control.
Under whose control?
We have brought in an expert to advise us. This is Koala Grills.
Koala?
I'm Bear's younger brother.
And you're here to advise the government?
Oh, no, Deborah. He is here to advise the South African public on how to survive if everything goes completely crapulent.
I already showed Mr. Nene here how to filter his urine when times are tough.
Oh, good grief, no, I could never do that.
Another great tip would be how to shoot down birds and cook them. Pigeon stew can sustain you for a good few days, provided you strip naked and rub your bodies together for warmth.
Oh, no. No ways, I could never do that.
You must listen to this man. He is remarkably astute.
So all you need to do is grab a slingshot. I made this from an old pen and Mr. Nene's thong. And fire!
Oh, Winston! You killed my home in prison. Oh, Winston, Winston!
And now, let me show you my excellent technique on how to avoid being tracked.
Winston, oh, you never lost a puzzle. Oh, skyline pigeon fly.
There are men who stand apart from the cat-calling crowd. It's not telling strange woman he wants to get all up in that ass that makes the statement, I am not a douchebag. It's the choices he makes to treat women as though they were actually also human beings. Trailblazer. It's hardly difficult.
Welcome to another edition of Hard Shout, where I get to say all the things you really want to say but don't have the balls to. I'm joined by Yeezus himself, Kanye West.
Supty.
Mr. West.
Call me Yeezy.
Mr. Yeezy, it's Grammy time again. What do you think of this year's nominees?
To be honest, Deb, I'd rather talk about Kanye.
Okay, Taylor Swift is nominated again this year, planning to pull any antics?
I believe if you admire someone, you should go ahead and tell him. If you don't, they sure as hell should know that, too. I'm just giving the others a chance, you know. I am confident in my flyness. I am the voice of my generation. I am the #1 living, breathing star. I am Warhol and Steve Jobs and Shakespeare and Michael Jordan and...
You really are an arrogant piece of work, aren't you? I've heard you say your biggest regret in life is that you'll never see yourself perform live.
I cry about that sometimes, Deborah, but... Then I bottle the tears and sell them on eBay because I'm Kanye.
Do you never doubt yourself, ever? Do you honestly go through life just oozing supercilious ego goo everywhere you go?
Yeah, I am a god.
No, you aren't. You really aren't.
I just told you, though, D, Kanye West is a god.
You're just a regular human being. You will die like the rest of us.
You want my autograph?
No, Mr. Yeezy, I'm good, thanks. So there you have it. God doesn't really care who wins the Grammys. After their shameful but not surprising exit from the AFCON, Bafana are looking to prepare for the 2018 World Cup.
We are not hosting this one, so how do they plan on making it into the tournament?
To tell us just that is Minister of Selfies, Sport and Recreation, Fikile Mbalula.
I have the situation in hand, Debora. I will take these losers and metamorphosize them into winners if it kills them.
Help! Let me go!
Calm down. We will let you go.
When? I want to go home.
I have a home you can go to.
Lindiwe Zulu spoke very Solomonic words recently. Words to live by. These foreigners must apportion their knowledge and ideas to the local populace.
But I did not get my game farm or my sexy rhino.
And until Ronaldo teaches all our soccer players how to qualify for FIFA, he is going nowhere. Ronaldo and I will save Bafana and defeat xenophobia.
Yes! Yes!
Go teach them to hat-trick.
But I did not meet Beyonce.
And this is your plan for 2018?
Yeah, Wana, I dare you to show me a better plan. Have you got a plan? Huh? Yeah, then shut up.
America did that thing with the ball again, the Super Bowl, with the New England Patriots beating the Seattle Seahawks 28-24.
And Katy Perry's Left Shark beating the rest of the entertainment hands down.
Joining us to try and explain the Super Bowl is our US correspondent, Scott Paley.
It's really very simple, Deborah. The Super Bowl is the playoffs to determine the world champions from the 2014 NFL League.
That's football, right? American football.
Yes, it's really a lot like your rugby.
No, it isn't.
It really is.
And you said world champions. Isn't it just US teams?
Sure. We're the best in the world at American football.
And it's called the Super Bowl because the trophy is a giant bowl?
No, it was named that as a joke until someone could think of a better name.
When was that?
1966.
Right.
Look, the Super Bowl is basically a national holiday. We eat, we drink, we mock commercials that cost more than the GDP of some developing nations, and we watch men in full body armor fight over a ball in 2-second intervals. What's odd about that?
Kanye West previewed his new music video this week, and fans were utterly shocked by what they saw.
It seems he employed some rather unique special effects in the making of it.
Mr. West, welcome to Puppet Nation.
Sup, Justice?
Your new music video is what's up.
It is complete awesomeness at all times.
Did you expect the fan reaction you got?
I am a god.
If we can just address the most astonishing part of this video, it shows you smiling.
That's what this fuss is about?
I feel I got to represent someone else. Kanye doesn't smile.
You don't?
Medical condition. I'm an agelast and a god. Kanye?
So you weren't actually smiling at your daughter?
Millions of dollars of top visual artists made you believe it, though. That's how magical Kanye is.
Okay, and then how do you...
Kanye's done now.
Show your feelings.
I guess that's pretty clear. Valentine's Day is coming up soon. Have you got anything planned?
What, like a commemorative massacre?
Like a date. You know, cards, flowers, chocolates, maybe a romantic walk down there.
Encouraging single people to feel a crushing sense of loneliness?
But what if someone gave you a teddy bear?
Well...
Or a stuffed toy puppy dog?
Oh,
No. This was just for illustrative purposes.
Give me the dog and no one gets hurt.
OMG. You know when someone hands you their phone and says, please take a selfie of me? That's not a selfie. I can't even. So I asked for sparkling water and he gave me still water and said, just shake it. I can't even. And how did the interview go, baby? So I asked her what their clothing policy is and she said I have to wear a uniform. I can't even. Then maybe you must go to evening classes. Oh my God, Mama, you don't understand anything. I can't. I am unable to can.
So I guess a job at Co is out of the question.
And that's all we have time for today. Join us again next week
on Valentine's Day
for more news and interviews.
And love.
Goodbye from me and Rufus.
Bye.